Hey guys! Guess what today is? Yes, it is a Tuesday, but that's not what I'm talking about. Today is my 1-year anniversary of coming out as gay. For my 1-year anniversary, I would like to talk about my process or my journey or whatever you want to call it of discovering myself and accepting and embracing my sexuality. And hopefully I can help some of you who are going through this same situation that I went through, because no, it's not easy. It's not easy. The question I've gotten most since I've come out is how long I've known I was gay. The answer to that is simply my whole life. It's different for everyone, but I've known forever. Ever since I was little, I looked at girls the way that girls were looking at boys. I didn't understand it. I didn't really know what gay meant because I was little, and in my mind, girls are supposed to like guys are supposed to like girls. That's just how things went. At first, I was kind of bisexual. I liked boys still, but I just preferred girls. But eventually, as time went on, it just strayed from guys completely, and I just like girls now. I hated myself, honestly. I thought there was something wrong with me because I was feeling this way. I didn't know what it was back then, so I just thought I was different than everyone else, and yeah, I didn't like it. I just wanted to be straight because that was normal for me back then. That was normal, being straight, liking guys. That was normal, and that's all I wanted to be. I didn't really want to stick out like that. I just felt alone, and I felt like I was different and there's something wrong with me, and I felt like this was a curse. And it's not. It really isn't. So yeah, I hated myself. I thought this was a curse, and it was just this huge secret that I was keeping, and it was just crushing me day by day. Yeah, I hadn't fully accepted me being gay. I just wanted to be normal, and I never understood why people thought it was a choice. Because for me back then, if sexuality was a choice, I would have chosen to be straight. No hesitation, because that was normal. That was normal. And I didn't want to be going through all these complicated emotions as to figuring out why I was like what I was. And I was always so scared to tell anyone because I was afraid that they would think of me differently. I was afraid that I wouldn't be accepted for who I was. I was in denial about my sexuality. And at first I also wasn't sure if this was something I was gonna grow out of, or if it was just a phase or something like that, but it wasn't. Yeah, I didn't grow out of it, and it was just something I had to deal with. It was a part of me. It was my life. Yeah, I felt like I didn't fit in, and I felt like I was the only one going through all of this. Every person I had a crush on was straight and liked boys, and I figured, okay, well, it's always gonna be like this. I'm never gonna be in a relationship or anything because no one is like me. But then I realized that, I'm not the only one going through this. There's a whole community of LGBT+. A bunch of people went through what I went through. And so, yeah, I wasn't the only one. I eventually accepted that this was who I am and I was gay and it was not going to change. But I hadn't embraced it. And I wanted to tell people so bad. It was just a big secret that was crushing me day by day, and I needed to let it out. But I just felt like I couldn't. I wanted to scream it on a rooftop, I'm gay, but I just couldn't. Because what if they didn't accept me? And so that was what was going through my mind. What if they think of me differently? I knew my friends would accept it. But just, what if they thought of me differently? So the first time I came out to a group of people that wasn't my family was the night of our 8th grade camping trip. And long story short, I'm just gonna shorten it up. I told them because we were going around in a circle saying who we had crushes on. Of course, I had a crush on a girl who was straight, and so I told them. I wasn't sure what I was gonna say, but the words just flowed right out of my mouth. And as soon as I said it, "That's okay, Lauren." Yeah, people were shocked. Their eyes were wide and whoa. But the first words I heard, "That's okay." And then everyone just repeated those words "Oh yeah, it's okay, Lauren." Yeah. They still loved me for who I was. They didn't think of me any differently. If anything, they were proud of me, and they thought of me as a strong person who just told them something that's so hard for people now to tell. That gave me the positive energy that I needed. That gave me the little push that I needed to tell everyone. So just like a week or two after that, when school ended, I posted a picture on Facebook, and I just publicly came out. I said, I'm gay. And I received nothing but positive comments. Literally nothing but positive comments. People saying, oh, Lauren, I'm so proud of you. Sending hearts, and people saying, oh yeah, if someone tries to pick on you, like, I'm here for you. And I had told a couple of my friends before, and they kept my secret too. They kept my secret until I was ready to do it myself, to come out myself. I realized it's not like this for everyone. Some people have it harder than others. I had it pretty good. I really did, because everyone around me is so loving and caring and supporting, and I didn't receive any negative feedback. Everyone still loved me for who I was. And I feel so bad for people who don't have that, because it's not a choice. Sexuality is not a choice. You do not choose who you are. It's just you. And you shouldn't be ashamed for being who you are. You know what? If people don't accept you for who you are, then they don't deserve to be in your life. Okay? They don't deserve to be in your life. Me coming out, I did that for me. I didn't do that for anyone around me. I did it for me because I need to be comfortable in my own skin, and I wasn't comfortable and I wasn't happy. And your happiness is key. That's the most important thing. That's what you should strive for, your happiness. And now I'm happy because everyone around me accepts me for who I am, and they love me, and I love myself. And for those of you who don't have that supporting environment, find someone. You need to find someone who loves you for who you are, and you need to learn to love yourself. Yeah, it wasn't an easy journey. I hated myself, and I was in denial about who I was because I felt like I was so different and I felt out of place ever since I was little. But then as the years went on, I accepted it, and I knew it wasn't going to change. This is who I am. It's not going to change. And so I decided I'm going to embrace this rather than keep it stuffed away inside of me and hope no one notices. Because that's not how I was ever going to be happy. I could never be happy like that. I told people, and it was the best feeling in the world to have all those people accept me. And thank you to everyone who was there for me. And also, sexuality does not define who you are. Like, I'm so much more than just my sexuality, but the point I'm trying to make is I'm so proud of myself for being able to accept this huge thing and to embrace it and to actually tell people about it. And knowing that there would be people who probably wouldn't accept me for who I was and wouldn't agree with who I was. And I'm just so proud of myself that I was brave enough to do that. And it is so worth it. Even if there are people who are trying to bring you down for this, it's just worth it because you know inside that you've overcome your fears and you've dealt with this. And yeah, there are gonna be people I haven't had anyone yet, but there are going to be people who are gonna try and drag you down, for whether it's for being gay or anything. But those people, like I said before, they don't deserve to be in your life. And you need to surround yourself with people who love you for who you are. And that makes all the difference. And if you're going through this and you feel alone and you feel like you're the only person who is going through what you're going through, you are not alone. Okay, it is okay to be gay. It is okay. There's nothing wrong with it. It's not a curse. No matter how much you feel like it is, yes, you are different, but everyone in the world is different. Just think of how boring the world would be if we were all the same, if we were all identical. And you shouldn't try so hard to be normal, because there is no normal. That doesn't exist. Because who even defines what that is? And what's so fun about being normal? Everyone's different. You shouldn't try to be normal. You should try to be yourself. Yeah, so be yourself, okay? You need to embrace that and you need to love yourself. And I am so proud. It's been 1 full year since I came out. June 20th, 2016, I told everyone that I was gay. I'm never gonna forget that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope that those of you who are watching this, who are going through this, I hope this helped you a little bit. If it didn't, I'm sorry. I know everyone's situation is different. Thanks for watching. Bye.